All right. So for the warm up today, because in our end of the workout, I'm not making us do abs. So in our warm up workout, we're going to do 50 Russian twists, 50 jumping jacks, and then 50 toe touches. These toe touches. So each rotation is one, not like 1, 2, 3. It's 1, 2. For both Russian twists and toe touches. So 50, 50, 50. Russian twists, jumping jacks, toe touches. Yeah? Great. I'm sure you're all excited. Alrighty, neck rotations. Other way. Right hand over your head, left hand behind you. Pull. Same side, 45 degrees forward. Other side, to the side. "45 degrees forward. Both hands behind your head, pulling down, keeping your back straight. Right arm across your chest. Right arm overhead. Left arm across your chest. Left arm over your head. All right. Go into tabletop position, cat-cow. Up in the downward dog. Left leg up and through. Left arm up. Right arm up, left hand down. Both hands down, drop the back knee, straighten the front leg, reach forward. Back up on that front leg, flaps forward. Go into pigeon, both arms overhead. Both arms down, reaching forward. All right, from here, sit on your left butt cheek. Bring your right knee to your left foot. Put your left heel on your right knee. Keep both knees on the ground and lean back. Try to get your shoulders on the mat while keeping both of your knees flat on the ground. Sit back up. From here, untangle, go to the other side. We're gonna do the same thing, but on the other side. So right foot on your left knee, both knees flat on the ground. And lean back, try to get both your shoulders on the mat, ground, whatever. Mat-ish. Keep both your knees on the ground. Try to. All right, back up. We're going to go in reverse order, so keep that right leg collapsed in front of you, straighten that left leg behind you. We're going to lean down and reach forward. Staying in pigeon, both arms up. Your hands back down, decollapse that knee and bring it up. Straighten that front leg and reach forward. All right, bring that foot back on the ground. Lift up your back knee. Let's just do right arm up. So not totally in backwards order. Right hand down, left arm up. Both arms down, go back to downward dog. Put your knees down and do that frog thing. What is this called, frog? I don't know. This thing. From here, go back into child's pose. Reach over to the left. Reach over to the right. Back to the middle. Both hands behind your head and then walk your elbows forward. So both hands. All right, come back up. And we'll go straight into sit-out progressions. So sit-out progressions. Yeah, go. Straight into that. All right, next. hip up to this thing, step across, pivot, back, hip up, step across, pivot. All right, next, hip up, but not really, and then bridge. So here, bridge. So it's not a full hip up. Sit up and bridge, that's what it's called. Triangles. Right, bridge, hip escape, scissor kick, forward roll. All right, last one, just do the arm bar escape. Arm bar escape. right, get some water, get your dummies. We'll do some drilling. Turtles and goats. Okay. So we'll do a couple turtle back takes. I'm just going to show 3, and then we'll go into some submission stuff. But we'll just start off here. So first, the person's not going to be lying on the ground. They'll be protecting. They'll be here protecting, and you usually can't get arms. But we can maneuver them, especially in gi, to not be so like protected or flat on the ground, by inserting our hand into the collar and inserting the other hand at the back of the belt, and you can move them around there. You don't have to move them, like lift them straight up. You can push one side, pull one side, or the other way. Sometimes you want to get the hip up to insert your knee, or you want to get them to just move. So we'll just do the things. So the first one, if we're starting off here, is we want to get into more dominant position, and we want those grips. So hand on the collar, hand on the belt. We're going to put our knee at, not on top, but like at the side of the hip, and our foot kind of where the knee would be. So here, and then I'm going to lift a little and pull towards me here. This leg is going to prevent them from basing out, especially the foot. The foot is going to block the rest of the leg from basing out. So here, up, pull. It's like a pull and drag. That's the first one. The second one, again, we're going to go into that position, but we're going to switch knees. We're going to pull up the belt here, and I'm going to insert my knee into that space here. So I've inserted my knee, and I'm turning towards the legs. I'm going to use this leg to grab the ankle, and I'm going to just forward. I'm not going to drag it all the way to my foot. Real people don't function that way. I'm going to drag it. I'm going to grab the hip. I'm going to drag that foot, grab the hip. I'm going to sit down on my butt, on my side butt. But at the same time, I'm going to drag this hip or this belt, depending on, like, if it's no gi, you can just grab the hip. Here, you're going to grab the belt, pull them into that space. I'm going to do a little hip escape. This hand can get off the collar, put on the ground, hip escape. I'm going to get this foot out, and I get my first hook. Second hook, this hand goes over the neck, get seatbelt grip. Let's do the 2. I feel like I'm talking too much. So do the 2. The pull and drag one, and this one where we insert our knee with the ankle, hip, collar, sit, pull, and hip escape. Foot is out, get the first hook, then go underneath the neck. Second hook, get the full seatbelt. If that makes sense. I just felt like I was talking too much, and then I fast forwarded.
Okay, I did the first one and did the pull down. The dummy's arm went flying into my face.
Well, you know, some people react that way. Don't punch you in the face for doing that.
For the second one, when you're dragging them, are you on your feet or on your knees?
One's on my foot, the other one's on my knee. So when I drag them, because I'm without the dummy. So I'm here, this is inserted underneath the hip. This one drags the ankle, and then I pull the hip and I go onto my butt here.
Oh, before you insert the knee from the first position.
Oh, I start here, and then I go here, pull up, or however I want to insert that knee. People will react quickly. Here, up, pull as I switch. All right, time. I'm going to talk a lot again. I apologize. As I talk, you can keep doing stuff, but I'll talk. So it's not like knee on belly where you just like jump up, because usually the person is not so flat on the ground, so it's not so much jumping up. So this one that we did, we inserted that far knee and turned around, right? It's like sort of like beach body, but like on the back. So the reverse beach body would be like messing with the legs. If you did like all forward beach body on somebody in turtle, that's when you're attacking the crucifix. So it's the same concept where you're trying to like dig out that arm, right? So we did the crucifix already, so we're not going to go through it. But inserting that knee into that space just kind of opens up the turtle a little bit, and you can disrupt their balance more either way, right? Okay, so now we're going to go into goat. It's going to do quack choke, but we'll do quack choke at the end. So now we're going to do goat. Goat is basically knee on belly on back. So goat's not really a thing. It's just really fun. So the first one, so we're here. We come up to our knees to get that better position. Then we do like the knee on belly kind of goat thing, which is just not a position, but really annoying, right? So from here, you can actually get like a back take. I usually don't get the centers, so I'll probably grab like a shoulder, and I'll probably grab a hip on opposite sides here, and from that I'll jump up and stick my heels into those spaces, and I'll try to pull up on the hip, whatever hip thing I have, try to get the back. I don't have arm positionings quite yet, but I'll have the hooks in. And from here, I can try to like lift up their collar here, try to get like a full back take. A lot of the times I'll get here and they'll try to roll out. It doesn't matter as long as I try to keep that hip control, even if I'm like not done. If I'm trying to keep that hip control and they roll, I'll still be able to get back, right? So basically that one's goat to heels in for the back take. You have to disrupt their balance. These are less, these drills are more conceptual. So you have to disrupt their ballness, because they're usually in a ball and turtle. So especially in gi, you would pull the back of the collar and the belt or the hips. Pull at that hip bone. So that's one, just to get the back. And then the second one is the annoying one that we did the other day, where you go into to goat, but single, like knee on belly kind of goat, where you have one, and then I'm going to lift up their collar here, and this leg is going to come around here to the front. I'm going to go, my hand is going to go underneath the armpit and grab my shin. I'm going to put my hand down, and then I'm going to roll this way onto my shoulder. I end up in a reverse triangle position, lock the triangle. I can squeeze my knees, finish the triangle from there, or I can get the arm bar here. Show that one again. So here, I have turtle. I'll go into kind of a goat position. I'm keeping pressure down on the hips or the lower back. I'm going to pull up on the collar, and I'm going to insert my leg through. I'll just step it in front of them. This hand is going to go underneath the armpit and grab my shin. I can roll onto my shoulder here, and I'm going to pull on my shin so to make sure that it comes all the way around. Lock the triangle, make sure that it's not in front of them, that I'm putting it to the side of their body. And then I can squeeze my knees together to finish the triangle here, the reverse triangle, or get that arm bar. All right, do those two. One's just a back take, one's a submission.
In the first goat position, what are your hands gripping onto so that you don't fall off?
So in the first goat position, so I don't fall off, is that what you just said?
Yeah, because like on the real person, they're gonna be like higher and their back is curved. How do you not fall off of that?
You become a goat. Goats balance very well.
What if they
like
can't
very
they
small?
can't they like tip you over? Like
I don't know if you tried goading anybody, but they like, if they move, that means you're gonna get a position. So if they tip over, like if somebody's goading me and I'm like tipping over this way, I just opened up this space, right? That means the person who's goading can like balance off, put that heel in, right? Basically, goat and turtle are a standstill. You've seen me goat people, come on.
You've goaded me before.
I have goaded you, and you just look at me very confused.
No, I'm not looking at you because you're on my back. What I say,
You're like, huh?
No, I very distinctly remember saying, "Get the fuck off my back."
Yeah, that sounds about right too. Other way, Sarah. That way may work. Forward, Amy, forward. Over your shoulder, yeah. All right, let's do one last one. We'll do the clock choke, which I think we've done before. So we'll start from normal position, axle turtle. From here, my hip is on their hip, and I'm gonna try to get underneath the neck, and usually they're like totally blocking that off, right? I don't have a solution necessarily for how to get underneath the neck aside from pulling at the collar, and that'll usually pull them up, but doesn't always work. But you're trying to get your arm in and across, and ideally to the other collar very tightly up. So let's just say you got it, is great. From here, you're going to get this hip over the shoulder here and go across, right? So turtling a person is going to be easier in terms of maneuvering this, but you're going to dig your arm through and grab the collar here. You're going to step this foot up, and you're going to get your hip over the shoulder and get that leg in front of you, and you're going to move it that way until they tap. Right? So clock choke. Go.
Where's your non-choking arm?
Underneath usually. So usually, which I don't like because we are from a Capoeira school, they put their hand through underneath that armpit to open up the collar to have the other hand go in. But I hate putting this hand through because I'm gonna get Capoeira'd for sure. So I don't really know. I just am kind of like blocking this section as I do it here and across. Most people have it underneath the armpit. I just don't like that. All right, time. All right, do not put your dummies away. We're gonna do the end of the workout, but tie up your dummies, make sure they're tied up. Okay, as you guys are tying up, the first thing we're gonna do is deadlifts, dummy deadlifts. So you could go over your dummy here and use the belt, or if you want to do it the weird way, where you hold both collar or lapels, both sides, and lift. You're gonna keep your legs straight, and you're lifting with your back straight. Here, it's all hips, or here. Right. So we have those. We have dummy rows. So for that, we're going to take double lapel, or again, the belt, however you want, depending on where the weight distribution of your dummy is. You're going to slight bend in your legs straight back, and you're gonna just do rows. If you want to add a weight in your dummy, or just even get G top with weight, you can do that too. The next ones are dummy kettlebell swings. So I don't know how you guys want to do these, but kettlebell swings with your dummy, or just regular kettlebell swings. If you have a kettlebell, just grab it, do it that way. But this way it works the grips. You can also do it sideways, obviously. It's like I'm tossing a baby. And then we're doing dummy sit-ups last in the dummy set. So close guard, dummy sit-up. So those are the first four. The first four are all dummies. The last four are bear crawl push-ups, shoulder touch push-ups, Supermans, and then hollow rocks. Do you need any explanation or demonstration for the last four? Bear crawl push-ups, push-ups with the shoulder touch in between, Supermans, and then hollow rocks. Yeah? All right, get your dummy ready. We're gonna do these as best as we can. However you want to situate yourself with the dummy is fine. My dummy is like 40 pounds, so I don't know how heavy your guys' dummies are. Mine has 2 reams of paper in it. You could also use just the kettlebell for all of these. That works as well, aside from the sit-ups. Yeah, go Sarah. Okay, starting the timer. First one's are deadlifts. Keep your legs straight, keep your back straight. All right, the next ones are rows with your dummy or your kettlebell. So just rows. All right, the next ones are swing. So regular kettlebell swing if you want to grab a kettlebell instead, or swing your dummy. Swinging the dummy is kind of weird. Those work on ribs. All right, last ones are sit-ups with the dummy. Well, last ones with the dummies. All right, next are bear crawl push-ups. Bear crawl push-ups. Next ones are push-ups with the shoulder touch in between. All right, next are Supermans, regular Supermans. Last ones are hollow rocks, so flip on over, hollow rocks. And that is all.